Have you ever finished an anime sobbing but couldn't remember the last line of dialogue? Today, we're exposing the secret psychology anime directors use to destroy us emotionally in total silence, using a silent voice as our prime example. If you love anime that understands human feelings, smash that like button, because this one's gonna hit different. Let's dive in. Most people think great stories need great dialogue, but anime often proves otherwise. Some of the deepest, most gut-punching moments happen when every character just shuts up, and that silence screams louder than any monologue. First, let's kill a myth. Dialogue is not the main character of a story. It's just one tool, and sometimes the weakest one. Think about the last time someone hurt you. It was often the look on their face, the way they turned away, or the silence that spoke volumes. Okay, the ultimate case study. A Silent Voice, directed by Naoko Yamada. This film is about Shoya, a former bully, trying to redeem himself years later to Shoko, a deaf girl he tormented in elementary school. Here's the insane part. Every time Shoko signs in Japanese Sign Language, there are no subtitles. Naoko Yamada said, "No. You're gonna feel what it's like not to understand." When Shoko signs and we have no idea what she's saying, suddenly we are in Shoya's shoes, confused, desperate to understand, reading her face like our life depends on it. That's not storytelling. That's emotional simulation. By the end of the movie, you start recognizing some of her signs without ever being taught. You learned sign language through pure context, exactly like Shoya did. The audience growth curve matches the character growth curve. Directors in anime treat the camera like a mind control device. A close-up on Shoko's eyes when she's bullied forces your brain to feel her pain. A wide shot of tiny Shoya in an empty classroom creates instant loneliness. Color is straight-up cheating. Shoko's soft pastels symbolize her gentle soul, while young Shoya's harsh reds and blacks reflect his anger. As he changes, his color palette literally softens, registering character development before the plot even tells you. The animators are the real MVPs. Watch Shoko's shoulders. When she's happy, they float. When she's crushed, they drop half an inch. That tiny drop communicates more depression than 10 minutes of crying dialogue. Or Shoya avoiding eye contact. The animators make him glance away for exactly 11 frames, because that's how long real people look away when they're ashamed. These people aren't just drawing, they're performing therapy on you, one frame at a time. Most movies are terrified of silence, but anime leans into it. In A Silent Voice, there are moments where the music just stops. No footsteps, no wind, nothing. And in that nothing, your brain screams, something huge is happening right now. There's actual psychology behind this. Your brain works harder and remembers more when it has to fill in the blanks. That's why you remember silent scenes more than monologues. Also, trauma isn't stored as neat sentences. It's stored as flashes, images, sounds, or the absence of sound. So when anime shows trauma silently, it feels truer than any "I was bullied" speech ever could. We all know the director's name, Naoko Yamada, but who animated Shoko's trembling fingers or decided the exact frame her tear would fall? These are the unsung geniuses, the layout artists, key animators, background painters, sound directors, who built the emotions we felt. This isn't just about anime. It's about how humans actually connect. In a world full of noise, anime reminds us that sometimes the deepest way to say "I see you" is to say nothing at all, and just let the image do the talking. So next time you watch an anime and find yourself wrecked by a scene with zero dialogue, pause it. Look at the framing, the colors, the tiny twitch in a character's lip. That's not pretty animation. That's a team of silent geniuses squeezing your heart until it remembers what it's like to be human. A Silent Voice didn't just tell a story about redemption and deafness. It made us live it in silence. And that, my friends, is why anime will always hit different. If this video made you feel something, or if you're still recovering from A Silent Voice, drop your favorite silent anime moment in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into the secret psychology of anime, hit subscribe and ring that bell. Thank you for watching. Thank you for feeling with me, and I'll see you in the next one.